Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Big kisses, drama.
She shares her entire life on YouTube.
We separated earlier this year, and of course, she live streamed it.
You're the dumbass.
Is there anything
Somebody sent you a pizza?
And I'm allergic to black pepper.
she wouldn't stream?
My tongue is like swelling up now.
Is it possible that that was attention-getting behavior?
I'm on YouTube.
And why do some want her to just log off?
One of her haters confronted Trisha.
She hit me with her car.
You ran in front of the car and jumped on the hood.
She was headed towards me.
She wasn't headed towards you. You ran her down like a cheetah on a gazelle. Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Well, a year ago, Trisha says she launched her YouTube channel, Truthfully Trisha.
I love to entertain people. I think my channel will be a lot of fun. Big hugs, big kisses. Until next time.
Well, she says almost immediately she gained fans from all over the world, even as far away as Kenya, by live streaming her entire life to nearly 2,000 subscribers. Now, Trisha says she streams everything, including fights with her husband and 17-year-old daughter. Take a look.
I'm just sitting here. No, stop. I'm saying take it literally anywhere. I just got off of work. I wanted to come home and chill out.
Who got you?
Stop talking for a minute. Let me talk.
Now, Trisha says she doesn't see a problem with any of it, but her husband, Sean, says he is fed up with her airing their dirty laundry. Now, Trisha says she's not only dealing with her family's disapproval, but with people she calls her haters, who she says make her life miserable. Now, Trisha says these online trolls have told her to kill herself, called her fat, ugly, and a beaver. She says they also called the police at least 6 times and Child Protective Services, who showed up at her daughter's school. But when some mysterious pizza showed up at Trisha's door and she ate it, that's when 911 had to be called. Why? Because she says a slice of pizza pie sent her into anaphylactic shock. Here's a look at the life of Trisha online.
People all around the world watch my YouTube channel, Truthfully Trisha. I am into fitness and having a really good time. I have nearly 2,000 followers. How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. In the beginning, it's given me instant gratification. So I hope you'll follow me, Truthfully Trisha, at YouTube.
40% of your paycheck goes to your ex-wife.
That's why everyone gets to see this.
My family thinks I'm out of control with my live streams, but I don't think so.
You don't talk to it.
I live stream arguments with my family.
You need to shut up and back down.
My husband, Sean, wants me to stop streaming.
You're not going to get me to flip.
I have a bunch of haters. They call themselves the Hate Trisha Fan Club.
Kathy, you're racist.
I'm constantly upset with what people say to me negatively.
I just wanted to call her to tell her that I love her.
I've been called a dirty whore, a whack job, a pig, and even a beaver. Unfortunately, I can't ignore it.
Why would you tell me to kill myself?
They have left me a really hateful voicemail.
You're fired. You scared me.
My haters have criminal pasts, even showing up out of the blue on my vacation.
Trisha, do not sit there and talk junk about people online, because you never know who you're going to run into face to face.
My YouTube followers had the police come to my house between 6 and 8 times and accused me of being a poor parent.
My husband was acting like a baby and my daughter was upset with me.
I'm talking to you, said you would not talk to your subscribers.
One hater even sent an unrequested pizza to my house. After a few bites, I had an anaphylactic reaction. It's like my whole mouth and my throat. In July 2017, I live streamed my separation with my husband, Sean.
Who are you talking to?
I'm on the phone.
Who are you talking to?
YouTube. I received a lot of attention, and I've become addicted to it. I just don't know what to do. I want to log off, but I can't. Drama alert.
Well, Trisha's husband, Sean, says his wife would rather spend time streaming her life and fight with her fans than spending it with him.
I am truthfully Trisha, okay?
Problem is simple. My wife is addicted to live streaming on YouTube.
You're making fun of me?
Who are you talking to?
Trisha live streams most of the day. Trisha started her YouTube channel, and initially I loved it and supported it. But Trisha puts every aspect of her life and my life on YouTube, and I've had enough.
No, you're acting like a baby. Wow.
The world does not need a first-hand account of our marriage, our arguments, and our private conversations.
I'm going to take the phone from you in a minute.
You're not.
I have my own YouTube channel to tell my side and to defend her. If you are going to come to Trisha, you better be ready. We call the people that troll Trisha's page and say hateful things haters. Often people that watch Trisha's page threaten to kill her. When she was told to kill herself, blow your brains out, she lost it. The online haters call her all kinds of names, make fun of her weight, and call her things like Miss Piggy. The haters are obsessed with her, but she's also obsessed with them. When her haters say the smallest little things, like you're fat or you have bad eyebrows, she just can't let it go. She also has a following of ex-convicts, people who hack her email, steal her pictures, and post them online. I got 11 voicemails on my phone from a strange woman calling Trisha a prostitute and a whore. We've actually had an ex-convict hater contact our daughter, and it really scared us. Multiple people have said that Trisha's been sending somebody nude photos, but I've seen those photos. I've been hacked. They often call welfare and child protective services, which causes multiple visits to our house.
Your first name?
You have it on file.
I don't.
I'll write it down for you then, officer.
I feel like I live a double life. I have an alter ego on YouTube defending my wife, and I have my real life. Our life is like the Truman Show. Everything that happens is on a live stream. She's addicted, and it's killing us.
Okay, you don't want to be in the Truman Show.
I like the movie. I don't like to be in it. No, sir.
Yeah, so you'd rather have some privacy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You, even though this is, you say this is causing you some pain, you still are doing this, right?
Yes, Dr. Phil.
And you want to do it.
Yes, Dr. Phil.
What's your payoff? What do you get out of this?
What I get out of this, Dr. Phil, is I suffer with bipolar disorder, and I'm married to a veteran with PTSD. I'm isolated, I'm withdrawn, and YouTube is one of the only places that I can express myself without being told to shush or sit down and be quiet.
Well, apparently they are telling you to shush and sit down and be quiet. In fact, they're telling you to go kill yourself.
The ones that are hurting me, yes, sir.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
And that you say that gets to you.
Yes.
You call your channel or your site Truthfully Trisha.
Yes, sir.
Is that an accurate moniker?
Because I'm brutally honest with my life and everything being
So
bipolar.
you're truthful straight up. You just call it like you see it. I mean,
sir.
if it comes out of your mouth, it's the truth. People like it or not like it.
Living in secret, silence, and shame, you become addicted to things. And to live your life authentically, you have to speak the truth no matter how hard it is, no matter who's watching.
And you say your life causes you pain because you were withdrawn, lonely, bored before, and this became your outlet, your connection, that hurt your feelings?
Yes, it's everything. Everything, our whole marriage, everything is, I'm finding things, her opinions, her thoughts on stuff, the television shows that she likes, from the internet. We don't communicate. I am going to the internet to find out what my wife's doing. And during our last argument, our last big argument, I said, "What's going on, Trisha?" And she said, "Well, if you followed me on YouTube, you'd know."
If you paid attention to me, you'd know.
And that really caused me to get upset.
She says, number one, that she loves to tell the truth. Is not airing dirty laundry. She just loves to tell the truth.
But she doesn't need to tell my truth.
So somebody sent you a pizza,
Yes.
and you didn't order it.
There were about 4 pizzas that were ordered to me, and I, in good nature and jolly, I said, I'll pay for it. I know the pizza place. Little did I know 2 of my haters conspired against me, and I'm anaphylactic allergic to black pepper.
And she decided to eat some of it, and it sent her into anaphylactic shock. But did it really? We're going to find out what happened next.
My tongue is like swelling up now.
I opened the front door, and there she is, live streaming with the cops and the EMTs there.
And later...
You know something? You've made so many threats.
Sit down.
Told me to kill myself.
Sit down right now. Sit down.
Tuesday on an all-new Dr. Phil.
My stepdad is guilty of molesting me and my sisters.
He pushed me on the bed, kissed me all over and grabbing my chest.
It used to always start off like doing feet rubs.
But then it goes further.
He would slowly start moving his hand up.
You feel that you have been falsely accused.
100%. These women have lied to put me in jail.
He is here today to face his accusers and clear his name.
You know what you did.
I didn't do what you said I did.
Oh, yes, you did. I am not a liar. I am a strong, powerful woman, despite all the crap that you did to me.
That's Tuesday on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Trisha live streaming our whole lives is causing big problems in our marriage. We separated earlier this year, and of course, she live streamed it.
You're the dumbass. You need to shut up and back down.
See?
You need to go get and leave.
What?
It started when Sean was upset with me being online.
I was so pissed off, I yanked the router, and that's all it took. It pissed her off. She went nuts.
I flipped out, and I left. I moved out of the house for 2 weeks.
She went online and told the whole wide world that I was abusive. It's caused us to have intimacy issues. Our main problem is a lack of communication. Live streaming is like a drug Trisha can't resist.
Well, for the last year, Trisha says she's been streaming her life and her family's lives, good or bad, because she says she is all about the truth, telling the truth, whether it's flattering, not flattering. Well, she just says, I just tell the truth. It's unburdening for her. Her husband, Sean, says live streaming is like a drug and Trisha cannot resist. He says her addiction has created haters, trolls, people that get after her. And on one occasion, at least one occasion, they sent her food meant to purposely make her sick. Take a look.
Recently, over the course of 2 nights, we had 5 pizzas delivered to our house that we didn't order.
I ate pizza that had black pepper in it. I'm severely allergic to it.
I've talked about my black pepper allergy online, and one of the pizzas that was sent to me had extra black pepper on it.
After taking a few bites, she couldn't breathe, and she called 911.
It's like my whole mouth and my throat.
I woke up after hearing the sirens of the ambulance stop in front of my house.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
As I was having the anaphylaxis, another pizza arrived.
My tongue is like swelling up now.
I opened the front door, and there she is, live streaming with the cops and the EMTs there.
Oh, good God, you didn't call her.
I was so pissed off, I told her to turn that phone off.
I can't swallow.
I actually know who did it. That person was out to ruin my day.
Even gasping for breath, she wouldn't log off. It never stops.
Okay, well, first off, if somebody sends you something you didn't order, you don't know where it came from?
We live in a small town.
Why'd you eat it?
We live in a small town.
It can't get that small.
It's that small.
No, why did you eat it?
I bought it, and I was in jest. Why not? The poor guy had to drive 45 minutes
So
from
give him a
that
tip and
location
send him
back.
home, but why did you eat it?
My daughter said the first time, Mom, why didn't you keep the pizza? So then I said, okay, next time I'll keep the pizza. It happened. I kept the pizza. I ate the pizza, and that was what happened.
So You said you purchased it to be supportive.
Yes, because it's a small mom and pop business. That's not fair, and it hurt my heart to see the poor guy lugging it up.
Well, you didn't need it to be
stairs.
supportive. You paid for it to be supportive.
I paid for it, and then I said, hey, I didn't have to make dinner tonight. Didn't even think there was going to be that happening.
And you have a severe allergy to black pepper.
I take precautions.
Like
normally.
peanuts. People have allergies to peanuts. You have it to black pepper. In fact, you sent us a document that is proof of your black pepper allergy because you're all about telling the truth. But this doesn't have a name on it.
Because those were screenshots. You don't have time to get medical records in 2 days. Production's so fast.
Well,
if I had a week, I could get you documents. It takes 7 to 14 days to get your medical record.
When you took the screenshot, why didn't you include your name on the screenshot?
Because it was to someone who was a supportive person to help make a video for me.
Oh, so you didn't take a screenshot for us, you took it for somebody else.
A while ago, and that's what I had left in my phone.
Why was somebody questioning if you had an allergy to pepper?
A while ago, someone had said that they were going to be supportive of me and make a video for me because they claim that I fake, that I'm a liar. Okay. So I said, here's my documents, and I screenshot those, and that's all that I had to provide.
Well, see, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here and why we're here. Because, see, when I started the Dr. Phil show, we didn't even, the first text hadn't even been sent. There was no Snapchat. There was no Twitter. There was none of this Facebook or... this is all new since I started. We were still, you know...
Everything that she's sending you, and she's saying that this is something that I sent to somebody else. That's true. She has to prove to everybody else, every question that is asked of her, she feels like she's got to get the approval of other people.
Well, see, this is your chance, because if you like putting it out there and telling the truth, this has got to be a big day for you, because you're on the biggest platform you've ever been on, right?
Yes, sir.
Because your 2,000 followers just went to like 7 million. You're on the #1 show. I mean, we're in 100% of the United States and like 57 foreign countries. I mean, this is worldwide. And so a lot of people this is your chance to set the record straight, right?
Yes.
And you're truthfully Tricia, so you're all about telling the truth.
Dr. Phil,
where's your EpiPen?
it was in storage.
You're subject to anaphylaxis and you stored your EpiPen?
Yes.
Is it possible that that was the tension getting
I'm
ring?
so beautiful, guys. Check me out. I'm having anaphylaxis here. Yeah, like, no.
And later, okay, that's it. We're done. You're out. You're out of here.
That is not fair.
You're out.
You lied.
Yes, you can.
That was not accurate, what she said.
Come on.
You want to get your wife?
You need to get out of here.
I produced and wrote a whole album for Beyonce in a day. My sister likes to think that I...
No, you're mentally disturbed.
She thinks she's important.
Maybe you should find some way to tap back into reality. America, welcome to my family.
Your daughter's 14. You say, I'm giving her dope because all kids smoke dope anyway.
You have messed her up.
You just want to turn it into I'm the bad guy.
You are providing your child with alcohol, allowing her to have sex. You are committing a crime.
What did Daddy do to you?
A father accused of the unthinkable.
Did you molest your daughter?
Absolutely not.
Come on, tell the truth. 2-year-olds get coached by crazy people like you.
You didn't take her to the doctor or call the police?
I did. It just wasn't right away.
You called 16 days later. That just seems like really unusual behavior for a mother of a molested child. So you gave us a video of you having a severe, you have a severe allergy to pepper, like peanut allergy, which kills children, of course.
A black pepper allergy takes up to 20 minutes, and depending on how much pepper that you eat. And this production happened so fast, I could provide all of the medical documentation.
I know the curve of the mucous membranes and the airways closing down when there's a allergic reaction. In fact, I have a video of someone that actually has an anaphylactic shock reaction. This is a mild to moderate episode. Let's take a look. You hear the wheezing because the airways are shutting down here. And this is, and you see she's got an EpiPen.
Yep.
And they're taping this. And finally says, you need to do it.
Can I add that I was hospitalized for anaphylaxis once before, and I have an EpiPen.
You see, this is the, listen. Okay, now that's a mild to moderate anaphylaxis. And let's take a look at your anaphylaxis that you called an ambulance over.
The medic right across the street, let's make that clear. They didn't travel miles to, yes, ma'am.
Now, you're talking and adjusting the camera and...
Because I was filming what was happening, I could feel it happening.
My tongue is like swelling up now.
You're chatting them up, telling them what's going on here.
It's swelling really.
That's a...
The first time that it happened to me, this is how I know it was happening to me, Dr. Phil.
Where's your EpiPen?
I didn't have it anymore. It was in storage when you were separated.
You're subject to anaphylaxis and you stored your EpiPen?
I can't swallow.
Yes. As a matter of fact, when you're in a situation when you have to move pretty quickly, you throw stuff in storage.
Not
Sometimes
when
you don't
have
think.
anaphylaxis, you don't store
I
it.
didn't think today I'm going to eat a pizza with extra black pepper on it. You don't think of certain things.
I know what you're saying, Dr. Phil.
Let me tell you, when you're subject to your air being cut off,
Yes, sir.
You don't store.
You don't breathe.
Dr. Phil,
you're right.
But also, when you know it's happening and you feel it's happening, you don't wait for either.
So when you've had a reaction worse than what we just saw,
2015.
and you stored your EpiPen.
Not on purpose.
So you're subject
put it
at
in
any
my
time to what we saw with that woman happening to you. And
I have a lot of Benadryl, and I'm very careful with the things that I eat. I always ask, is there black pepper in it? And I protect myself with the
except the
Benadryl.
pizza that somebody you don't know sent you, and you just ate that, not knowing what was ordered, what
It
they
was
put
in the
on
heat
it.
of the moment. Sometimes you don't always think, and to demonize a reaction like that, you can't make that up. It happened. It's not worth 5 cents on YouTube to have a reaction. It's like, hey, I just ate this pizza. If something happens to me, you can see who's
5
doing
cents. I
this.
don't know what you mean, but
You don't make money off of YouTube.
No,
It's
but
not.
there are different kinds of currencies. Another kind of a currency is attention getting. Is it possible that that was attention getting behavior?
No, sir. Why would I put myself through that and make myself look like an idiot?
Well, that doesn't, because you don't think that looks like an idiot. You think that looks like you're suffering.
I'm so beautiful, guys. Check me out. I'm having anaphylaxis here. Yeah, no. That's
Because
not
you're
how that
truthfully
happens.
Tricia.
No.
And you tell the truth and the truth only.
Oh, the truth is my hair looks good and I just ate some black pepper. Check out how my lips swell up. No, it's not like that. But I was filming what was going on. So if anything were to happen, y'all saw what happened. Medics got to me like that. They were across the street. And that's how that happened. So for me to be demonized for my reaction, what about the person who sent me the pizza unprovoked? I tried to be the nice guy by buying it, and then I'm the bad one because I had a reaction?
No, we could have dealt with any kind of medical issue without it being live streamed.
Oh.
Coming up, Tricia says one of her so-called haters that she says should be the ones demonized, not her. I don't think I'm demonizing you. I'm just asking you questions. But if you get defensive, then you're demonizing yourself. She says one of these people stalked her and drove 15 miles to where she was just getting away and taking a vacation just to teach her a lesson. Tricia claims that when she went down out of her hotel room to confront the woman, I don't know why, that the hater actually hit her with her car. We'll take a look at what happened after the break.
was like, oh no. So I ran outside, and then she came for me. I don't know if I learned it from Jackie Chan or Medea, but I jumped when her car came at me. I'd love for you to see that.
And later,
She looked at my naked pictures that were hacked.
I can't talk over you. So listen, when it's my turn, I need you to shh.
I don't do sign language.
I know, say it in sign. Stop.
I say it like that. Memorial Day of 2017, I was live streaming and I had a breakdown. Sean was visiting his family in Atlanta, so I live streamed for over 8 hours straight. There was a moment where I smeared fake blood on me. It reminded me of the part of me that died when I was raped as a young girl. It got twisted out to be something demonic, and it wasn't. I was admitted in the hospital for 6 days.
I got a call from the hospital. They asked if I wanted to commit her. I said, hell no. Part of her outpatient recovery was to stay offline. It lasted about 5 days, and she got back online.
Everybody's talking to me today.
now Sean says he was supportive when his wife Tricia started her YouTube channel. That is until the police showed up with a crisis team and CPS started making welfare checks. Take a look.
Ooh, the cops are here.
This summer, multiple times, the police have knocked on our door with a crisis team.
Hands up, don't shoot, guys.
They've been saying I had suicide attempts. They wanted wellness checks.
What's the reason we got called out?
A troll called.
They claim that they've been getting calls from all over the country.
But I have it on tape. There was no violence of any sort.
CPS was called last week after live streaming an argument with my daughter.
Because I can do it. It is my channel. Congrats, you can do whatever you want.
They have said they received complaints of neglect. A CPS worker came to my door while I was live streaming and told me to turn off my live stream so she could talk to me. And I said no. And I utilized my Fourth Amendment right. Told her to get a warrant and come back.
CPS interviewed our daughter 3 times. They went to our daughter's school and asked questions about her family. But we've been told by CPS we've done nothing wrong. I don't know who's making the accusations, but I bet it's one of the haters.
For them to involve your children, bad news. That's not good for them to do. Now, the police have come to your house too, right?
Yes, Dr. Phil.
And you live streamed that.
Yes, I did, for my protection.
What do you mean?
They have body cams, I have my live cam. They tell me I'm crazy and they want to lock me up and commit me. Show me proof. I am at home. I am not drinking and driving. I'm not doing anything
Up and commit me.
home.
They talked to me about the steps if I wanted to do it.
Well, they went on and said, like at the hospital, you wanted me committed, so.
So one of the trolls or haters or viewers or followers, or you don't know exactly who it was, but somebody called the police when you streamed an argument you were having with your husband and your daughter?
Yes. Might I interject, sir? One person called 911 as if I were a butterball turkey on Thanksgiving. They called and said that I was suicidal and all this and spent 7.5 minutes talking to a 911 dispatcher about me taking the resources away from somebody else on a Friday night where there are people drinking and driving on the highway. A cop had to come to me while I was live streaming.
Where did Butterball Turkey get in?
Because people call 911 because they burn their turkey on Thanksgiving.
Right,
I'm not worthy of that. I was streaming my life, not actively.
Well, Tricia and Sean say her online haters have even stalked her and tried to run over her with a car. She told us about that. Take a look.
Last week I was in Myrtle Beach and I was live streaming.
One of her haters went to the motel, staked out the parking lot, and confronted Tricia.
I went out to get her license plate and she backed out of the parking lot. She hit me with her car.
Haters will say Tricia jumped on the car, but she didn't.
So you knew they were down there.
What happened was I spent the day on Ocean Avenue where there are a bunch of homeless people and a lot of great things. I was with my support dog and some woman, hair messed up. I thought, oh, another homeless woman. I had $5 left in my pocket. At the end of the day, I just wanted a damn ice cream cone. And she started filming me and I said, I don't know who I was nice. I answered the questions, and I thought, another homeless person, please leave me alone. I just want an ice cream cone. Went and got an ice cream. Then I got a text, somebody's live streaming you right now. I was like, oh no. So I ran outside and I went to get the license plate because it's usually, you're crazy, it's your word against hers. No, I wanted that license plate. So I ran after her.
Why?
After I wanted proof that I'm being harassed.
We had proof because she was live streaming. I'm here in front of the hotel. She was parked in this handicapped spot and she waited. She waited for you. I saw that.
I could tell. I could smell that because she like.
We need any more proof.
So I ran after her. She was backing away. And then she came for me. I don't know if I learned it from Jackie Chan or Medea, but I jumped when her car came at me. I jumped and I fell and I rolled off the roof and I got back up.
So she hit you with her car?
She hit me with my car. If you watch the direction of the line of her windshield, and I don't know, I
Were
think,
you hurt?
Yeah.
Well, how were you hurt? I mean, did she hit you in the hip or ribs or?
If you had to see the clip, I kind of rolled down the hill and had ice cream stain all down because I threw my ice cream at her. I was so mad. I ruined that damn ice cream.
One of Trisha's haters went to the motel, staked out the parking lot, and confronted Trisha.
I didn't invite her.
Come on out! You can move from in front of my car.
She hit me with her car.
Move!
Haters will say Trisha jumped on the car, but she didn't.
Tuesday on an all-new Dr. Phil.
My stepdad is guilty of molesting me and my sisters.
You feel that you have been falsely accused.
I didn't do what you said I did.
Oh, yes, you did.
That's Tuesday.
Well, you said if we see the clip, we would know. We actually have the clip.
Okay. I'd love for you to see that.
We actually...
Because there's either
actually
Jackie Chan or Medea, because I wasn't going to take that.
We actually do have the clip. Here's a more detailed version of that story
You get hit by a car.
that I want Trisha to look at, and then you can comment on.
Last week, I was in Myrtle Beach, and I was live streaming.
One of her haters went to the motel, staked out the parking lot, and confronted Trisha.
Honey, you can take my license plate all you want.
I found out that this female follower of mine had driven 15 miles to see me.
Do not sit there and talk junk about people online because you never know who you're going to run into.
I didn't recognize nor invite her. Someone had texted me to let me know that she was streaming online, so I went outside and I confronted her.
Come on out!
She said she was going to teach me a lesson and pop me in the face.
You can move from in front of my car. Get off of my car.
I went out to get her license plate.
Get off of my car. I'm calling the police, honey. Get out of my way. Here, honey.
She backed out of the parking lot and she hit me with her car.
Move! I didn't hit you.
Haters will say Trisha jumped on the car, but she didn't.
I did. When she was coming at me, you jump up. You just don't stand there. If a car's coming at you, you jump. Medea or Jackie Chan taught you how to do that. If a car's coming at you, you either jump out of the way or stand there and get hit and knocked down.
Has you seen that before?
Not like that, not that big. I saw it on a little iPhone 5, and I'm like, I hadn't seen it on Dr. Phil's 72-inch cinema TV.
She was backing up, and she went straight at me. Do you stand there? No.
Trisha,
you jump.
You had all the proof
Sean.
that you needed that somebody was there stalking you without you going back out there.
But
She chased her across the parking lot, got
get a
in front of her
license plate.
car, and dove on the hood.
I did. That's not the. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. That is not the way it happened. If I was going to dive, do you see how big I am? If I was going to dive on the hood, I'd have pulled a Superfly Jimmy Snuka on that hood.
I isolated that little section again. Let's take a look at just that.
Watch how the hood goes. She's backing up and she's going forward.
Move!
I jumped up. She was coming towards me. You don't stand there.
I didn't hit you.
You ran in front of the car and jumped on the hood.
She was headed towards me. I jumped at the car.
She wasn't headed towards you. She was leaving. You chased her down like a...
No.
You chased her down.
Watch the hood.
Yes,
See,
look, you're running.
Forward. No, she's going forward.
like a cheetah on a gazelle.
More like an elephant on a car. I might have caused some damage, but if you look, she backed out and then she moved forward again. Watch the street and watch the windshield of her car.
Did you come
Move forward
running
a
from
bit.
50 yards away to get in front of her?
As if, yes.
Watch, you come in from
Watch her back up. Now she's moving forward.
Okay,
I run and
but do you see you
running
running from across the parking lot to get in front of her car?
Because I wanted that license plate number.
You already had the license plate number.
I didn't get it. Because the license plate's in the back of the car in North Carolina.
Were you getting it over your shoulder as you dove in?
The license plate's in the back of the car. She backed out. And then she backed. If you watch.
Then why were you in front of the car? If you wanted the license plate, why didn't you run behind the car?
Up, and then she came out.
None of it needs to be on YouTube.
I believe I'm Rosa Parks of the internet. You want to know why? Because I am not going to sit down and I'm not going to be told what to do.
Don't flatter yourself. You're not Rosa Parks.
The #1 show in daytime is taping now. All we need is you.
If you're going to be in the Los Angeles area and want to watch a live taping of the Dr. Phil Show, call 323-461-PHIL or visit drphil.com. Tickets are free, and I hope to see you soon. Well, truthfully, Tricia, you dove on that hood.
What was I to do? Stand there?
How about staying over on the other side of the parking lot?
Watch. But if you watch, that's not even fair. No, Dr. Phil, that's not even fair because if you look, she backed up. She could have kept backing up. She went forward, and while we both collided like it was an African safari. I'm a beast. I know that. But when we collided, when that happened, watch, see, she's backing up. Now watch, she's going forward, I'm going forward. I jumped up because what happens? You can't just all of a sudden run and stop.
The car is stopped when you dove on the hood.
No, it wasn't stopped, sir. No, it was not stopped. If you watch, slow it down. She was going forward, so was I. You can't stop me. I'm 200 pounds like a linebacker. I wanted that plate to prove that she was there.
Help me out here.
Let me say this one thing about everything that we're here for. Every single thing. None of it needs to be on YouTube. None of it.
So wait a minute. What you're telling me is, I believe I'm Rosa Parks of the internet. You want to know why? Because I am not going to sit down and I'm not going to be told what to do. I have a right. I have a voice. I have the right to speak my opinion. I have the right to talk about whatever it is that I want to. Back in 1955, a woman was tired. She did not want to be told what to do. We live in a society now where we have the outlet to be able to say what's on our mind. It's a human rights issue.
Look, don't flatter yourself. You're not Rosa Parks.
No, I'm not. I'm truthfully Trisha. I wouldn't flatter myself because it's an honor to be Rosa Parks. I'm truthfully Trisha, and I'm standing up for what I believe in. That woman had no right to be there. Whether you believe how the collision happened, it happened. That woman left her kids under the age of 12 home alone to come after me on vacation, and that's okay?
No, that's not okay. And you coming down from a high-rise down into the parking lot and
I was in
putting
the lobby
yourself
when
in...
it happened. You missed the first part. She interviewed me, Dr. Phil. She spotted me.
No, I didn't miss the first part. You were going to get an ice cream cone with your last $5 after spending the day with homeless people up and down the way, and you wanted your ice cream cone. You went to get it, and she was interviewing you. Then somebody texted you and said, by the way, you're being live streamed right now.
And then she threatened me that she's going to pop me in my head and all of the other stuff.
she's going to punch you in the face.
And so I'm supposed to take it?
Instead, you dove on the hood of her car.
And no, you would have seen me like Superfly Jimmy Snuka, like for an audition for women's wrestling or something. That was just a reaction. I learned that from Jackie Chan or Medea.
Well, Tricia says her haters have gone on campaigns against her and even created the Hate Tricia fan club. But what do her fans say about all of this? Well, we're going to hear from one of them after the break, and it's not the car crash hater, it's someone different. You told some of your haters or trolls that you were going to put their names on the dark web?
Nope, that was one of my haters.
That's not true. Yes,
That
you
would
did.
be the other guy that she's making up stories about.
I'm having a moment.
Oh, hey, by the way, if you're going to make a dramatic walk-off, you need to go this way. Want to know what's coming up on Dr. Phil? Visit our website and subscribe to our email newsletter. You'll get weekly updates, life strategies, and exclusive video that you won't find anywhere else.
Plus, on drphil.com, you can see sneak previews of upcoming shows. Log on today.
Well, we've run out of time today, but we have so much more to cover with Truthful Tricia. Monday, Tricia comes face-to-face with one of her so-called haters. And no, it's not the woman involved in the great car caper. Also, what caused Tricia to leave the stage? You'll be stunned to see what happened on her way out the door. Take a look.
Monday on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Tricia's hated by almost everybody on YouTube.
The YouTube drama queen gets called out.
The abstinence that you're doing is hurting your family. It's hurting your husband. It's hurting your daughter. You can't tell people that they sell their body parts for Percocet.
Hold up.
You can't. Excuse me, I'm talking.
Oh, excuse me. You're bashing me. You're lying about me.
You're a hater, and you have bashed on her.
I have only ever looked for the truth.
What's your screen name you hide behind?
I'm not hiding, girl. I'm sitting right here.
Guests have walked off before.
There's no way out that way. If you're going to make a dramatic walk-off, you need to go this way.
But never like this.
She's playing this attention-getting game. Oh, come on.
That's Monday.
Will Tricia finally accept that online streaming is causing chaos in the family? You don't want to miss Monday when I almost had to call the paramedics. Log on to drphil.com. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter.
Memories can kill ya, but I didn't hear ya. I thought that I could fly, but woke up on the asphalt. I swear there was the last time. I've always been naive. Call it